Kazusa Yuu dies unexpectedly and wakes up alone in a strange land. In the strange world of Yale, the young man boldly states he's going to survive. His adventure starts by accident, a tragedy happening just before his camping trip. He wakes up in a mysterious forest, taking in the unfamiliar surroundings. Unharmed, he puts together that he might be in another world. Curious and unsure, he studies the odd blue leaves around him. Rummaging through his backpack, he checks the few items he has with him. Finding water quickly becomes his priority as a strange creature watches him. Watching the unfamiliar wildlife, he notes how the climate feels like Japan's. Thankful for his survival skills, he finds a clear stream nearby. He feels triumphant, knowing he has a reliable water source. Seeing crayfish in the stream, he wonders if Earth's survival rules still apply. Filling his bottle cautiously, he takes a sip, trusting his instincts. The water tastes fresh, reassuring him that it's clean. With water secured, he sets up a simple shelter, planning to trap animals. Next, he turns his attention to finding food despite his flimsy shelter. Eagerly, he checks his trap, hoping it caught something. Crayfish in the trap bring relief, showing his persistence pays off. He sits beside a small fire, proud to use skills he hadn't needed in years. Reflecting on his old knowledge, he feels a sense of pride. Observing the crayfish's odd shape, he marvels at this world's differences. He considers removing the crayfish's head to find the edible parts. Afraid of injury, he prepares to smash the crayfish's head. Feeling its unexpected hardness, he pauses, unsure what to do. Deciding to grill them as is, it seems like his only option now. Selecting a leaf, he hopes it will keep things clean. As he nears the fire, a strange sensation warns him of trouble. He feels uneasy, particularly about two of the crayfish. Thinking they might spoil soon, he hangs them up to cook. He pauses for a moment, taking in the starry sky, grateful for the clear air. Seeing the shell now soft, he grins as he gets ready to feast. He takes a bite, enjoying the flavor, though he's surprised by sandy grittiness. Thinking back, he realizes that steaming could have made the meal better. As he peels the crayfish, small eggs catch his eye, sparking his suspicion. Uncertain of what the eggs really are, doubt creeps in. Fear strikes as he worries the eggs might be toxic, causing him to spit everything out. His bad feeling about the eggs hits home, and he wonders if he can sense danger now. Excitement grows as he realizes he might have a knack for detecting poison. Looking forward, he thinks this new ability could help him survive. Feeling hopeful, he plans his next day under the soft light of the moon. As dawn nears, sleep takes over, and his shelter provides a brief rest. Waking up in the dark, he's unsure of the hour, feeling the weight of what's ahead. Determined, he sets out to explore and learn about his new world today. His curiosity guides him to a tree with odd, tempting fruit, reminding him of his hunger. A yellow squirrel suddenly darts by, making him curious about these strange creatures. A grand fruit tree stands out, and its enticing fruit captures all his attention. Fueled by desire, he climbs the tree, aiming to reach the fruit. Unexpectedly, he feels his grip slipping, filling him with panic. Recognizing the risk, he fears a fall could hurt him badly. In disbelief, he struggles to grasp what's happening as he slips. Fear floods his eyes as he falls, facing his own fragility. Despair sinks in, and he wonders if this is the end. Desperately, he cries out, determined not to give up. The young man tries to touch something in front of him, puzzled by an invisible barrier. He kicks out, surprised when he feels no contact, as if an unseen shell surrounds him. Driven by curiosity, he ventures into the forest and finds strange marks etched into a tree. Standing on a cliff's edge, he takes in the vast landscape, pondering his next move. Amongst nature's beauty, he reflects on his isolation and the challenges ahead. With a stone in hand, he's deep in thought about what it takes to survive here. Checking his aura's strength, he understands it's useful for protection. Remembering a past fall, he wonders at surviving without injury, intrigued by his abilities. He realizes he can absorb traits from what he eats, considering what this means. Discovering he can sense poison and get stronger from eating, he sees a path forward. Naming this ability Eating, he feels hopeful about the future. Excited by his power, he bites into a fruit for energy, startled by its sourness. Reflecting on his findings, he sums up 3 major discoveries he's made. He values his poison-sensing ability but knows it has limitations. Despite eating different things, he notes that not all grant new powers. His determination grows as he grips a tool he's crafted, ready for what's ahead. Pleased with his homemade weapon, he feels ready to tackle challenges. His gaze shifts to an unusual tree, his curiosity piqued. He notices the tree's fruit, which irresistibly draws creatures near. Thankful for hardening, he observes the tree's roots, consuming defeated creatures. As sunlight streams through the trees, he moves carefully forward. Expecting something new, he smiles when a rustling sound fills the air. A single-horned creature charges at him, drawn by his presence. He realizes his ability isn't just attraction, but something deeper, a lure. Understanding this, he notes his power makes him appealing as prey. Eager for his first taste of animal meat here, he plans his approach. He hears a voice calling for help and wonders if he should step in. His steps lead him back to the mysterious tree, affirming his thoughts. Yu figures that someone else has also fallen under the tree's strange power. Knowing rest is not an option, he stays alert and ready. Spotting a girl unconscious by the tree, Yu realizes she's another victim. He notices her striking silver hair, but can't wake her up. If she didn't arrive by teleporting, there must be people nearby. Focusing back on his meal, Yuu hopes it's almost cooked. The meal smells bad, even after trying to fix it with needles. Tasting the meat, the unexpected umami surprises Yuu despite the foul taste. Glad to have food, he recalls how long it's been since he had meat. In a rare moment of contentment, Yuu appreciates his meal. His peace is broken as he senses something coming closer. He watches in awe as a creature suddenly appears and devours the fire. Yuu marvels at this world, finding the fire-eating creature pretty funny. He checks Clara, who suddenly wakes up, surprised to see him. Later, they sit apart, both quietly thinking about what to do, knowing communication might be hard. Offering her food, Yuu assures her, guessing she's hungry even though it smells bad. Clara thanks him awkwardly, her struggle with the language evident, while he considers meeting another person here. Surprisingly, Clara uses translation magic to speak Japanese, which helps ease their communication worries. Feeling relieved, Yuu asks about her injuries, and Clara expresses gratitude, mentioning her healing magic skill. They exchange names, marking the start of a connection in this new place. Their quiet moment by the fire stretches into a shared understanding. Clara tells Yuu about her run-in with the charm tree and dangerous creatures around. Thankful, Clara realizes Yuu's actions saved her life. Switching gears, Yuu asks Clara about her plans to return home. Clara explains that her injured leg makes traveling impossible right now. He offers to carry her to the village, though she hesitates. Yuu ponders the distance and dangers to the village while thinking about her healing time. Clara apologizes, knowing her inability to walk complicates their next steps. She asks if she can stay with Yuu until she's healed up enough to move. Yuu insists she should stay, knowing there aren't any safe spots nearby. He promises not to leave her, ready to face the challenges together. Even as Clara wonders if she's any help, Yuu values her presence and what she brings. Feeling grateful and emotional, Clara agrees to their plan, while Yuu promises they'll figure it out. Both decide to rest for the night, knowing they'll need energy for what lies ahead. Yuu carefully checks their campsite, making sure it's secure as darkness sets in. Under the moonlight, Yuu thinks about all the busy days ahead and what they'll tackle together. Yuu skillfully climbs a tree, feeling a strength he never had before arriving in Veal. As he munches on a piece of fruit, Yuu wonders if this newfound power comes from his diet. He spots a familiar blue leaf nearby and decides he should gather more of them. The breathtaking view of Veal spreads out before Yuu, and he takes a moment to enjoy the peace. He uncovers some rock salt hidden in the mountain, a surprising but useful find. Mixed in with the salt, he discovers seashells, which only piques his interest more. Curiosity gets the best of him, and Yuu imagines what mountain shells might taste like. Back home, Yuu is eager to share his finds with Clara and enthusiastically greets her. Clara can hardly believe the variety of items Yuu has collected from his trip. Though unsure of how exactly, Yuu is certain that these items must be edible. Suddenly, Clara's attention shifts to something ahead, leaving her stunned. Yuu notices Clara's intense focus and asks her if there's something special she's seeing. He shares how the blue leaves taste sweet and sour, sparking Clara's interest. Clara reveals that these leaves are actually mana herbs, which are precious here. Yuu learns that these mana herbs are highly valued and great for trade. Clara explains how the herbs enhance magic power, making them vital to mages. Yuu suggests Clara try eating the herbs to boost her magic energy. Clara hesitates, but with Yuu's encouragement, she agrees to try them. She savors the sweet taste of the herb, thoroughly enjoying it. Magic power surges through Clara as she feels herself becoming stronger. With a shy approach, Clara has a question on her mind for Yuu. Yuu, with a smile, teases her to save some excitement for dessert. Clara lights up, excited at the thought of trying more delicious things. Yuu decides to start with a salt roll, noting that they can't be stored for too long. Clara mentions that salt rolls are a favorite treat among hunters here. While discussing cooking tips, Clara warns him about possible poisonings. Yuu introduces the idea of using garum as a popular seasoning choice. With excitement, Yuu exclaims that he finally understands how to prepare the seasoned dish. Yuu gathers ingredients, carefully preparing their meal over a fire. As steam rises, Yuu enjoys the earthy smell like boiling mushrooms. The soup gently simmers, steam curling up warmly. Satisfied with the result, Yuu notes it's done. With care, he lifts the lid, unveiling their dinner. The mountain-clear soup gleams, looking so inviting. Clara gazes at its beauty, eager to taste it. Seated together, they express their thanks and start eating. The taste sends Yuu on a nostalgic journey. He picks up a piece, examining its texture thoughtfully. Yuu takes a bite, savoring the flavors as they unfold. The rich broth and springy bites delight his senses. Yuu notices the herbs give a unique fragrance, unlike the mushroom aroma. Clara finds the gentle scent delightful and thanks Yuu warmly. She savors the moment, looking forward to the upcoming dessert. Yuu thinks about turning herbs into syrup or jam, sparking Clara's interest. Clara's excitement grows, though it seems a bit fancy for their setting. Yuu asks Clara to teach him more about the unique world of Viel. Taken by surprise, Clara gladly agrees to his request. She shares her passion for teaching, reassuring Yuu. Clara emphasizes her eagerness to help, and Yuu feels grateful. Yuu, excited to learn, jokingly bans certain phrases as Clara happily accepts her new teaching role. 3 days pass, and Yuu amazes Clara with his fast learning of simple magic. Thanks to Clara's translation magic, Yuu gains a better grasp of the language. He wonders if this magic affects her ability to heal. Clara reassures Yuu, explaining the translation magic uses little energy, and she has plenty to spare. Yuu learns that high-level healing magic requires complex skills beyond simple recovery. Clara explains how mana-rich foods like mana herbs boost magic energy. Good food helps magic power bounce back faster. Yuu thinks about how eating better gives him fresh energy here. Clara spots the aha moment starting in his mind. Just as Yuu starts to share his thoughts, they feel something eerie. Out of nowhere, a scary creature appears, making them both freeze in shock. Yuu stands firm, determined as the creature barrels toward him, preparing to act. He readies his weapon, using his hardening powers as the creature draws nearer. Closing in, Yuu braces himself, planning his retaliation. The creature charges with fierce speed, forcing Yuu into quick action. Realizing the speed of his foe, Yuu knows he must stay alert. With agile movements, Yuu dodges the attack, gaining confidence. The creature's wild charge becomes difficult to control, giving Yuu a crucial edge. Frustration bubbles as the creature keeps coming at Yuu relentlessly. Clara's urgent warning heightens the tension around Yuu. The beast charges again, its massive horns aimed directly at Yuu. Yuu narrowly escapes the charge, his hardening power just enough to shield him. He desperately seeks a new strategy, knowing he can't counterattack as he is. A glimmer of an idea forms as Yuu looks toward the nearby trees. He hopes to trap the creature's horns in the tree's branches. Bolstered by his plan, Yuu prepares for the creature's next move. The timing must be perfect to avoid the impending danger. Yuu knows this is his only chance. Failure isn't an option. The ground shakes as the creature storms forward once more. It crashes into the tree, its horns stuck fast in the wood. Seizing the moment, Yuu readies himself to counterattack. He rushes forward, adrenaline pumping as he spots his chance. The creature thrashes wildly, but its horns are tightly trapped. Clara's voice pushes Yuu to hurry, cutting through the tension. The horns strain against the wood, as if to break the creature free. Yuu hesitates, then catches a sword Clara throws to him, hope in her eyes. Holding the sword firmly, Yuu prepares for the defining moment. He steadies his breathing, focusing intensely on his target. A quiet moment stretches out as the creature senses what's coming. The creature roars, fierce and wild, as Yuu answers with his own shout, filled with determination. Though Yuu is thrown backward, he refuses to give up, gripping his sword tightly for one last try. With a surge of energy, Yuu races toward the beast, his sword held firm, ready for a real battle. He leaps, pouring all his determination into the swing, yelling, "This ends now!" His blow strikes true, and in that final decisive moment, the creature collapses instantly. Yuu stands over the defeated monster, breathing hard, feeling a mix of relief and fatigue. Gazing at his sword, Yuu quietly realizes the depth of his own power and what he's truly capable of. They lay slices of meat on a large leaf, getting the grill ready. Yuu shows off the cooking stone to Clara and calls them over for dinner. Clara raises an eyebrow when she notices the meat is still raw. Yuu grins, explaining it's for grilling right over the fire, together. He recalls wrestling with a deer earlier, feeling thankful for his skills. Nearby, a girl who helped him before is still unconscious and worrying them. Yuu and Clara are anxious, knowing it's critical she wakes up soon. They decide to cook anyway, hoping the savory smell might revive her. Anticipation grows as they wait for the meat to cook. Clara takes the first bite, a satisfied grin spreading across her face. They share a look of delight at the unexpectedly rich flavor. The melting fat adds such a smooth texture, making each mouthful rewarding. It's like the land's bounty is packed into every bite. They agree, this is the best meat they've ever tasted. Clara quickly suggests they keep digging in, since there's plenty more. Yuu nods with enthusiasm, ready for another taste. He thinks about how the thigh cut is his favorite, full of flavor. Clara watches closely, eager for more meat to be ready soon. The sirloin tops even the thigh, bursting with savory goodness. Yuu can't help but wonder about how amazing wild meat can be. He thinks this wild find beats even the best farm-bred cattle. Pausing, he rests his chin on his hand, lost in thought. Clara asks why he stopped, curious about the next move. Yuu admits there's something baffling about the meat's taste. He usually finds tougher meat from strong animals. Together, they wonder why that's not happening now. Clara suddenly realizes it must be the animal's magic power. The stronger their magic, the tastier the meat becomes. Yuu nods at Clara's explanation, amazed by the way magic affects the world around them. Nearby, the unconscious girl starts to stir, the meal's wonderful aroma pulling her back to consciousness. Clara wakes up confused but can't resist the delicious smell, asking if she can share the meal. Feeling her stomach growl, she blushes a bit but admits how hungry she is. Thanking Yuu for his kindness, she acknowledges their help in a recent battle. As Clara digs into the food, Yuu smiles and invites her to tell them her name. Satisfied after a few bites, she expresses surprise at finding such delicious food in the wild. Yuu shrugs off her praise, saying it's just some basic seasoning that did the trick. Clara insists he should be proud, noting how well he cooked the meat. Katya joins in, agreeing that there's nothing quite like grilling different meats to perfection. Finally, she decides to introduce herself properly as Katya Firo, a temple knight. She shares her duties as a temple knight, educating her new friends. Yuu admits he's not familiar with temple knights since he's an outsider in this world. Katya, feeling friendly, urges Yuu to ask whatever questions he has. She reveals she's 19, which surprises Yuu since she seems so composed. Thankful for their rescue, she explains her mission in the mountains. Katya tells them about the strange sightings she's been sent to investigate. Yuu and Clara, intrigued, ask her what exactly has been spotted around here. Katya mentions a dragon, emphasizing how crucial it is to confirm its presence. The idea of a dragon nearby sets Yuu thinking about what that could mean. Clara imagines the chaos a dragon sighting would cause among the knights. Katya stresses that it's her job to figure out the true threat level and keep order. Close to starvation before, Katya recounts her tough time surviving in the mountains. Yuu, wanting to help, suggests Katya might stay with them for the time being. Katya hesitates at first, not wanting to be a burden on the group. Yuu reassures her, explaining how her skills would really benefit them all. Quietly, Katya thinks over what it means to have someone strong to fight alongside. As she ponders, she watches Yuu handle a nearby monster with ease, impressed by his strength. Yuu reaches out to Katya, hoping she'll join them despite the risks. Katya decides to accept and agrees to be part of the camp. Clara admires Yuu's kindness, strengthening their group's bond. Katya and Clara share a glance, building their new friendship. Yuu watches their growing friendship, a bit shocked but amused. With a shared smile, Clara and Katya grow even closer. They notice the dragon's shadow cross the moon, hinting at danger. Together and united, the team readies for what's next. Yuu lights up when someone mentions the sea, loving everything about its creatures. Looking out over the ocean, Yuu feels lucky to share the view with Clara, since it's rare in VL. He can't wait to dive in and suggests they catch some fish right away, so they don't waste time. In the shallows, fish swim around without a care, making it easy for Yuu to plan a quick catch. Just as he's getting ready, Yuu is caught off guard by an unexpected distraction. Katya bursts onto the scene, looking focused and ready to jump in, surprising Yuu. Her enthusiasm pumps everyone up, raising the energy in the group. Watching Katya, Yuu wonders if this bold attitude is normal in VL or something special. As he dives in, the underwater world is stunningly clear, and Yuu is amazed by its beauty. Fish in VL don't seem scared, giving Yuu plenty of chances to try catching one. Surrounded by all sorts of fish, Yuu finds it tough to pick just one. They all look so tasty. He's got a harpoon ready, but decides to first try grabbing one with his hands. A quick-moving fish slips right through Yuu's fingers, darting off before he can react. Suddenly, a loud sound catches him off guard, leaving him startled. Gasping for air, Yuu surfaces, still surprised by the weird noise made by the fish. He tells Katya he's all right, just surprised by the strange behavior of the fish. Curiously, Yuu wonders where the unusual sound came from. Clara jumps in, explaining that it's a trick of the symbol fish, which is quite a treat. Eager not to mess up again, Yuu sets his sights on another weird-looking fish. This odd fish just might be the one Yuu's looking for, to make a delicious meal. Hovering serenely, the fish doesn't even notice Yuu is watching it closely. Yuu grips his spear, eyes locked on the target, ready to make his move. A sudden blast of white liquid surprises Yuu, throwing off his plan. At first confused, Yuu realizes it's just air bubbles, not anything harmful. Knowing the fish's trick now, Yuu gets ready to outsmart it. He pops up for a gulp of air, with a new strategy in mind. With a big smile, Yuu lifts his catch out of the water, feeling proud. His spear holds the fish tight, showing off his hard-won success. Cheers erupt when Yuu proudly announces he's caught the fish. He and Katya relax, enjoying a peaceful moment after their hard days. Curious about the mysterious Badlands, Yuu asks Clara to explain them. Clara describes them as harsh areas filled with extreme weather and tough creatures. She notes how they hunt monsters and dragon-like creatures from these lands. Yuu's eyes light up at the thought of finding strong and possibly tasty beasts. Clara warns that few return from the Badlands unless they're really important. Despite the dangers, the group savors the calm, far from chaos. Clara cautions Yuu, reminding him that danger can strike anywhere. Yuu, unfazed, assures her they'll tackle surprises as long as they're careful. Feeling secure, Clara admires Yuu's calmness in such a dire world. Yuu's energy and hope glow brightly, lifting everyone's spirits. Clara reflects on her past loneliness and knows she can learn from Yuu. Yuu stands tall, his resolve clear as they continue their trek. He ponders the secrets of the Badlands, ready for what's ahead. Their adventure rolls on into new realms of discovery and peril. Yuu thinks about cooking the bubble fish in different ways that aren't grilling. He weighs deep frying and baking, but decides trying something new could be worth it. With an idea in mind, Yuu borrows Katya's knife to start his experiment. The rocky area serves as their kitchen as they begin the cooking adventure. Yuu skillfully slices the fish, impressing Katya with his technique. He says anyone can get good at it with practice, trying to keep it light. Katya can't hide her excitement as she watches him work. Yuu points out the fish's giant lungs, making cutting easier. The fish's pores remind Yuu of lotus root, and they're not oily. As they finish prepping the last fish, Yuu feels both determined and worried. Looking at the fish Katya caught, Yuu gets an uneasy feeling. Yuu remembers some fish hide poison in their eggs, causing concern. Finding a parasite in the fish eases some worry but confirms his fears. He notices more parasites, making careful preparation even more crucial. Katya sees Yuu looking worried, so he tries not to show it. With determination, Yuu starts removing parasites, keeping Katya unaware. Yuu feels strong with his special talent for spotting parasites. A wave of confidence hits him as he considers his amazing skills. Katya admires Yuu's work, not knowing his internal doubts. Yuu knows being careful is key to surviving in their tough world. Assuring Katya about the meal, Yuu boosts her trust and excitement. He sends Katya to get ingredients, keeping her involved and safe with Clara. Calm scenery highlights Yuu's focus as he carefully prepares the dish. Katya returns, intrigued as Yuu unveils the freshly made food. Suggesting they start simple, Yuu sets up something special in store. Yuu introduces fishball soup, capturing their curiosity with this new idea. Clara and Katya's interest grows as they ask about the anticipated main dish. With pride, Yuu reveals his masterpiece, hinting at a memorable meal ahead. The sea and mountain carpaccio wows everyone, showing just how clever Yuu is with food. He talks them through the special dressing, making the dish even better. Katya and Clara look at it nervously, not sure if it's really okay to eat. Yuu wonders why they aren't super impressed right away. The girls worry that eating raw fish might make them sick. Yuu suddenly gets it. They don't know enough about food safety here. To prove it's fine, Yuu decides to take the first bite himself. He confidently eats the fish, hoping to show them it's safe. Citrus and leeks bring the flavors to life with a kick. Yuu's surprised by the awesome crunch balanced with tenderness. Pleased with his creation, he calls it delicious, catching their interest. Clara and Katya, motivated by Yuu's enjoyment, decide to try it. They lean in closer, their curiosity sparked by Yuu's bold move. Katya, surprised by the taste, finds it delightful and encourages Clara. The mix of citrus and fish leaves Clara amazed by how well it works. Grateful she tried it, Clara decides she'll never miss out again. Feeling full and happy, they all enjoy the success of the meal. Katya, curious, asks Yuu about the nutrients he talked about earlier. Yuu explains that nutrients are sort of like different kinds of mana. Clara understands since mana helps with recovering magic energy. Yuu talks about how nutrients help keep you healthy and heal faster. He shares a story of smart cooking in harsh lands to survive. A disease hits the expedition hard, but one local guide stays healthy. Yuu describes the scary symptoms, leaving Clara and Katya shocked. The sickness turns out to be scurvy, caused by not getting vitamin C. Katya demands to know what made the guide different. Yuu points out it's all about their diet, mostly fish. He hints there's something special about the guide's eating habits. Katya mulls over the guide's unusual eating habits. Suddenly Katya gets a bright idea, a realization lighting up her face. Turns out the guide's secret was eating raw fish to keep the nutrients intact, just as Katya thought. Yuu tells them vitamin C is tricky to keep when cooking, highlighting how careful they need to be. He emphasizes how heat can destroy vitamin C quickly, and Katya listens intently. He mentions the native guide thrived on raw fish, a practice new to the group. Katya and Clara think about how dangerous it is to eat without fresh vitamin C. Realizing its importance, they consider raw fish and citrus as vital sources of nutrients. Katya wonders how they can keep vitamin C while cooking, fueling further questions. Yuu mentions that some vegetables like potatoes help protect vitamin C. Clara asks why the raw fish was safe this time, and Yuu points out freshness is key. Yuu brings up parasites, sharing his knowledge and how cooking kills them. He talks about his skill in spotting parasites, ensuring their sashimi is safe to eat. Katya playfully imagines the risk, picturing an unsettling scene humorously. The thought of bugs makes Katya go pale, catching Yuu's attention. In distress, Katya worries about her stomach being full of bugs. Yuu reassures her that he checked the carpaccio for bugs. Clara chimes in, saying stomach aches aren't always from parasites. Yuu clarifies that invisible spirits, not bugs, might sometimes be to blame. Katya apologizes for getting carried away. Clara and Yuu share a relieved smile, easing the tension. Katya excitedly thinks about trying more raw fish, eager to learn from Yuu. The group looks forward to new tastes and the cooking adventures ahead. Ready for more fun, they all set out on their next big challenge. Yuu feels a surge of new energy inside him, almost like magic waiting to be released. Suddenly, the energy bursts out, catching him by surprise. Covered in a strange foam, Yuu tries to wrap his head around this new power. Katya comes upon Yuu and is shocked to see him like this. Yuu, wrapped in foam, tries to calm Katya, letting her know it's really him. He explains he was just testing out his new foam ability while Katya looks on, bewildered. Switching gears, they turn their attention to the group's plans, noting how quickly Clara is bouncing back. Pleased with Clara's improvement, they decide it's time to return to their camp. Yuu observes Katya's tiredness and checks in with her to see how she's holding up. Sitting by the fire, they confirm Clara's rapid healing, giving credit to the good meals they've shared. Yuu thanks Clara for her help, admitting he couldn't have managed the risks without her. He reflects that without Clara, both he and Katya would have faced even greater dangers. Katya seems a bit lost in thought, drawing Yuu to ask about her well-being. Yuu comments on her pale look, urging Katya to take a break if she's not feeling well. He reminds her that staying healthy is crucial. especially while they're in the mountains. Katya admits she's been slow to speak up, feeling like there's not much to be done. Softly, she reveals the main issue is her lack of sleep. Even though she's exhausted, Katya shares how she keeps waking up frequently, struggling to rest deeply. Yu considers how hard it can be to get good sleep in new surroundings, and thinks over ways to help. They exchange apologies, empathetic to the hurdles they've been tackling. Concerned about adding to Katya's stress, Yu confesses he's unsure how to tackle her insomnia. Katya hesitates, then admits fear of bugs messes with her sleep. Yu surprises her by offering to tackle the bug problem himself. They agree to try a fix after they wrap up their food gathering. Clara volunteers to keep an eye on the camp while they're out gathering. A peaceful forest canopy surrounds them as they venture out on their mission. Yu plans to collect leaves to kick off building a basic shelter. He declares the start of their project with newfound confidence. Yu grips his knife, checking if the leaves will do the trick. He matches each piece, planning for their shelter. Convinced they need lots of ivy, he sets a clear goal. Laden with materials, Yu and Katya return to their base. Clara waves them over, acknowledging Katya's hard work. Impressed, Yu praises Katya for gathering so swiftly. Clara wishes she could help more, searches for a task. With a smile, Yu assigns her a helpful job. They work as a team, splitting leaves with ease. Sitting by the fire, they prep leaves for the shelter. Yu guides Katya on trimming wood just right. With a plan in mind, Yu gears up for the build. Yu presses poles into the ground, forming a sturdy base. He shapes the poles into a dome. The framework begins. Ready to go, Yu and Clara tie leaves along the frame. As the shelter takes shape, Clara beams with pride. Katya joins, impressed by their clever creation. Yu points out the raised bed, perfect for a bug-free sleep. Their shelter stands strong, silhouetted against the setting sun. Inside, Katya and Clara admire their effort, thankful for Yu's creativity. Around the warmth of the fire, Yu explains his survival plan, impressing his friends. Thinking about old wisdom, Yu feels proud of what they built today. Katya thanks Yu deeply, feeling relieved by his support. Clara and Katya both voice their admiration for Yu's leadership. Yu, a bit surprised, senses the weight of their praise. As the day winds down, Yu suggests a meal under the stars, winding down the night together. Yu stands his ground as a giant spiked turtle charges at him, starting the showdown. Determined and focused, he uses his hardening ability to brace for the impact. In a swift move, Yu grabs the creature and lifts it, showing his triumph. Clara walks over, clearly impressed and a bit amused by Yu's display of power. She teases him about how far they're willing to go for a good meal. Yu responds casually, boasting he can handle bigger challenges than this little turtle. They chat about the turtle, known more for being tough to eat than its taste. But Yu argues that with the right cooking, it offers a unique flavor adventure. Eager to take on the challenge, Yu shifts his focus to dinner prep. Katya and Clara laugh, feeling like they're part of a cooking show. Yu reassures them by explaining that, once prepared, the turtle is like any other meat. He starts gathering ingredients, using grass tie wrap to spice up the dish. Identifying the plant's edible parts, he enhances the meal's complexity. Yu picks up a wooden tool, ready to prepare the special wrap. As he mashes it, he comments on its unique smell and taste, similar to umeboshi. Katya and Clara catch the aroma, thinking it's even good for sensitive stomachs. Yu tells them to layer the mash between the turtle meat slices, building excitement. He pulls out a sack of flour, ready to coat all the ingredients. Katya shares why she always keeps flour, saying its versatility has often saved her. Yu completes a batter by mixing water and salt with the flour and turtle eggs. He covers the spiked turtle slices in this prepared batter. Advising Clara and Katya, Yu shares how using flour can be a handy survival tip. With the batter ready, he moves to deep fry the turtle slices in the hot oil. The sound of sizzling oil fills the air, making everyone's mouths water with anticipation. Once the frying's done, Yu presents the spiked turtle tempura with pride. Katya admires the dish, amazed at how elegant it looks despite its fierce origins. With excitement, they prepare to try the dish, expressing their thanks. Clara and Katya dig in, eager to see if Yu's cooking lives up to the hype. Yu tastes the tempura, pleasantly surprised by the texture. The gelatinous inside keeps it juicy, and the fibers provide a good bite. He finds the spiked turtle's textured meat full of rich umami flavor. Clara and Katya are thrilled by the flavor, and note there's no weird smell. The refreshing scent fills the air as it cooks, masking the turtle's natural odor. Both girls are delighted at how the feared creature became such a tasty dish. Yu explains he deep-fried it because the texture reminds him of chicken. He thinks karage would make the umami flavor even better. Katya and Clara are curious about this method from Yu's home. Yu describes karage, explaining how marinating and deep-frying adds flavor to every bite. Thinking of soy sauce brings nostalgia, but he's determined to find a similar flavor here. Clara asks if eating the meal gave Yu any new abilities. He imagines having the spiked turtle's hunting skills and wonders how helpful they'd be. Pondering the strength of such powers, he notices no immediate change. Yu recalls how some abilities can show up surprisingly just like before. Thinking back to another meal, he decides to test his current powers. He focuses hard, attempting to summon spikes. His effort doesn't pay off, leaving him a bit annoyed. Under the moonlight, Yuu ponders the ease of having multiple abilities. Clara mentions how combining skills could trap animals easily, encouraging him to try. Katya's suggestion about combining abilities sparks a new idea for Yuu. Feeling inspired, he considers merging his powers for better results. Yuu thanks Clara for her clever thinking, impressed by the idea's potential. Clara's face turns pink with joy, despite feeling a bit bashful. With determination, Yuu prepares to try combining his abilities. He takes a deep, hopeful breath as he starts the experiment. Suddenly, a little sprout appears, hinting at a change. Amazed, Yuu considers more tests to see if it's truly working. Yuu grabs a leaf, ready to test his skills with curiosity. He tosses the leaf towards the sprout with precise aim. When the leaf lands softly on the sprout, everyone holds their breath. In an instant, spikes shoot out, proving Yuu's powers work together. Filled with excitement, Yuu thanks Clara, who blushes at his praise. Their joy is cut short by a roar, leaving them tense and alert. Yuu, still shaken, checks that they're safe, while Clara wonders how long they can really hide. Katya points out how the dragon keeps coming back, making the mountain dangerous as its territory. Seeing the urgency, Yuu decides they have to move fast to stay safe. Yuu sees Clara needs some support to walk. Clara worries she might slow them down too much and thinks about being left behind. Katya doesn't even consider leaving Clara, showing just how strong their friendship is. Clara is stunned for a moment, touched by their loyalty. She argues that helping her could put them all in danger. A tense silence follows, making her words hang heavy in the air. Clara insists that if she stays, they're all risking their lives, asking them to rethink. Yuu asks for quiet while Katya calmly reassures Clara. Clara listens closely as Katya talks about how important their friendship is. Yuu says managing with a hurt friend is worth it. Feeling vulnerable, Clara shares her fears of being a burden. Katya reminds Clara of all the good she's brought into their lives. Yuu mentions there's no easy path, highlighting their shared struggle. He pauses, searching for the right way to put it. Clara, feeling their support keenly now, realizes they need her too. Overwhelmed, Clara thinks about the resolve they all share. With tears, Clara embraces their determination, calling Yuu a goof with affection. They contemplate how hard the dragon fight might be without more help. Yuu suggests finding a high spot so they can plan a safe path back to the village. Together, they decide to start their trek first thing in the morning. Dawn arrives, bringing a fresh determination, even if they are tired. They talk about the fear of sleeping in strange places, a feeling hard to shake. Katya admits she didn't sleep much, her worry still strong. Yuu reflects on the huge task of facing down a dragon. He starts to wonder if they were too hopeful before. The thought of facing a dragon shakes them all, making their journey feel all too real. Yuu admits he's really tired, opening up to Clara and Katya in a rare moment of honesty. Katya quickly moves to help Clara, while Yuu gives their gear one last check. Yuu can't help but think their plans are ambitious, but they're also the only way forward. He sees his supplies are much the same as when he first arrived, yet they hold new meaning. Things from Earth now feel like treasures, providing unexpected help. Yuu debates leaving his homemade heavy tools behind, efficiency over nostalgia. With a hopeful heart, he wishes the spear stays put during the days ahead. Clara joins back with Yuu, supported by Katya, ready to face what's next. She tells them she's all right, a reminder of their teamwork and trust. Fueled by determination, they venture into the unknown together once more. A calm moment settles over the camp while everyone talks about the comforts of home. Yuu, upbeat and full of energy, chats with Katya about how nice a familiar bed would be. Their eyes drift to the sky, enjoying a brief break from their worries. As they travel, Katya helps Clara along and Yuu feels grateful for the team's support. From a higher spot, Yuu takes in the breathtaking view of the landscape. He suggests they take a moment for a meal, aiming to relax and enjoy the scenery. Yuu talks about choosing fruits for their hydrating benefits. Clara wonders if they'll find water ahead, uncertainty clouding her mind. While enjoying their meal, the group discusses the next steps in their journey. Clara confidently points out the path leading to the nearby village. Yuu begins to imagine what reaching a village might be like, curiosity buzzing within him. His mind fills with questions about village life, especially the food and culture. Clara chuckles, teasing Yuu about his always-present love for food. He thinks about how his love for food brings joy to their journey, feeling thankful. Katya encourages Yuu, saying he should share his cooking skills with the villagers. Yuu, appreciating their support, promises to cook up a feast. Sensing urgency, he urges them to keep moving forward. Out of nowhere, a dragon appears above, stopping the group in their tracks. Yuu and Clara exchange looks of shock, both aware of the immediate threat. Katya, standing face to face with the dragon, prepares herself for what's next. She decides not to back down, declaring they'll face the dragon together. Yuu agrees, knowing that running isn't an option. They have to stand their ground. Katya wonders aloud if Yuu truly understands what they're up against. Yuu insists they'll fight as long as there's a chance, no matter how slim. The phrase, without a doubt, plays in Yuu's mind, growing more important. An unspoken understanding fills the air as both are ready to fight. Clara supports them while the dragon lets out a fierce roar. A tough decision looms as putting someone in danger feels wrong, but the need to act wins out. Yuu steps up, determined, proving he's not just a civilian and can handle the risk. Clara hands over a sturdy deer-horn spear, sparking memories of when she first crafted it. Yuu grips the spear tightly, feeling the weight of everything on his shoulders. Clara reassures him, her magic will make the spear even more powerful. With sincere eyes, she admits it's the best help she can offer right now. Yuu nods, fired up by Clara's belief in him to do his best. The dragon looms closer, its roar so loud the air itself quakes. Yuu quickly thinks, while Katya and Clara prepare to pull off their plan. The dragon is almost upon them, and the moment of truth arrives. Yuu stands his ground, facing the dragon with all the courage he can muster. He's determined, announcing he'll thrive here no matter what. Clara watches, seeing both his strength and the magic at work. Her words lift his spirits, but she reminds him to stay vigilant. With Clara's magic, Yuu readies himself for the dragon's next move. Realization hits Yuu as he's caught off guard by the dragon's quickness. Barely dodging, Yuu witnesses the dragon's huge body lunge forward. Blocking another strike is tough, and Yuu senses the threat isn't over. Katya acts fast, determined the dragon won't strike Yuu again. Her attack makes a shallow cut, leaving her frustrated but still determined. Katya declares her magic can pierce the scales, giving everyone hope. Realizing they can wound the dragon strengthens everyone's resolve to finish the battle. Yuu observes the dragon's red blood, lightening the moment in the heat of battle. Clara rallies the team, eager to keep pushing forward with their effort. United and hopeful, everyone charges at the dragon for a final stand. Katya faces the beast, unfazed by its howl, ready to strike back. Yuu sets the trap, aiming to catch the dragon with perfect precision. He rushes ahead, drawing the dragon's focus as the plan unfolds flawlessly. The dragon recoils, letting out a deafening roar from the surprise hit. Even under immense pressure, Yuu stands determined, knowing one hit won't finish the dragon. With urgency, Yuu tells Katya to hold her ground as the beast closes in. Katya, eyes blazing with determination, charges and unleashes her magic. Panting, Katya realizes just how narrowly she avoided danger. There's worry in their eyes, the dragon's power might be too much. Yuu questions if their current strategy can even work now. Reluctantly, Katya nods, understanding the uphill battle they face. Yuu weighs the risk of sticking with Katya through their risky plan. Katya thinks fast, readying herself for whatever comes next. Yuu says he's come up with a new idea to try against the dragon. In a low voice, he lays out his secret plan to Katya. Katya protests, volunteering to take Yuu's place in the danger zone. Yuu insists he's vital for the plan to work and prevent failure. They carefully prepare, exchanging looks of encouragement as the dragon's threat looms. With the dragon's roar echoing, Yuu tells Katya to be ready. Bravely, Yuu steps forward, using his skills to draw the dragon's gaze. He narrowly dodges a powerful strike, adrenaline keeping him sharp. The dragon's heat pounds on him as Yuu tries to keep steady. It dawns on Yuu that his hardening powers can't beat the dragon's fire. The dragon bellows loudly, and Yuu braces for what's next. Katya sees her moment, ready to act with the dragon distracted. Staggering back, the dragon is thrown off balance by a sudden blast. Seizing her chance, Katya locks eyes with the massive beast. With a knowing smile, Katya accepts that trickery is part of battle. Yuu leaps into action, pushing himself toward the dragon. With fierce precision, Yuu lands his strike right where the scale is exposed. Yuu knows dodging won't be enough, so he braces for the dragon's counterattack. Thinking back, Yuu realizes creatures here and on Earth aren't so different. Betting on this idea, he targets the dragon's heart like it's an animal he knows. Driven by Clara and Katya's encouragement, Yuu aims for the weak spot. The dragon locks eyes with him, sensing the danger he poses. Yuu's strike hits, but the dragon's tough muscles absorb the impact. Unfazed, the dragon looms as Yuu quickly rethinks his strategy. Realizing he needs a new plan, Yuu accepts the challenge. Clara watches, impressed by Yuu's tenacity but worried for him. A mysterious figure observes, their intentions unclear. Clara shouts to Yuu, her voice full of urgency and concern. Suddenly, a surge of energy from Yuu amps up the tension. He concentrates deeply, drawing out his inner strength for what's next. With grit, Yuu launches a full attack, eyeing the dragon's vulnerable spot. The attack sparks around the dragon, but it remains unshaken. Tears fill Clara's eyes as the emotions crash over her. Memories of Yuu's bravery flood Clara's mind, fueling her fears. Overwhelmed, Clara screams his name, her voice raw with emotion. Katya, determined not to give up, steels herself. As the dragon draws near, a voice admires Yuu's unstoppable spirit. Energy bursts forth, setting the battlefield ablaze with tension. Yuu fears the worst but keeps his cool, emerging from the flames. Katya and Clara gasp as they see Yuu standing strong and resolute. Clara, comforted by his resolve, shouts, while hope anew fills Katya. Taking charge, Yuu asks the group for a distraction. The dragon watches closely. Clara feels the weight of the task but stands ready, courage in her eyes. As the air echoes with silence, everyone braces for the impending clash. Katya steps forward boldly, declaring her readiness to confront the dragon. Clara tightens her grip, steeling herself for what's to come. With a firm nod, she promises Yuu she'll hold the dragon for 30 seconds. Bravely, she charges forward, ready to give Yuu the window he needs. The dragon fixes its gaze on her, watching as she approaches confidently. Leaping powerfully, Clara strikes, drawing its attention as planned. Yuu understands now is the time, he can't just stand by. Feeling his power, he knows this moment is his to seize. He launches an attack, calling for Katya's help. At full speed, he charges to breach the dragon's defenses. Yuu lands a fierce blow on the dragon's side. Seeing the dragon weakened, Clara and Katya share a hopeful glance. Roaring in pain, the dragon crashes down, its threat ended. The dragon lies still as Yuu stands ready, spear in hand. His tense focus fades to relief as he realizes they've won. Triumph lights up his face as he exclaims to the sky. Clara and Katya join him, laughter mixing with disbelief. They check themselves, amazed to find no injuries at all. Katya looks at her friends, overwhelmed with relief. Tears fall as she expresses her happiness that they're okay. Yuu reassures her, urging her to smile even through tears. He relaxes into a relieved smile, tension finally lifting. Clara matches his smile, sharing in their victory. Katya, full of gratitude, nods, showing their unity and hope for what's next. Around the campfire, the group chats about the benefits of dragon meat for mana and how it smells amazing. Yuu thinks about making a dragon shank broth, but knows they don't have the right tools. He stops for a moment, firming up his plan to take on the challenge. The sky is peaceful, giving them a little break before they get into deeper talks. Sitting by the fire, Yuu invites his friends to ask any questions they have. Clara is curious about how Yuu managed to survive the dragon's fiery breath. Yuu admits he used a daring tactic, relying on foam to shield himself from the flames. He remembers how air pockets in the foam helped block the heat. He explains that foam works as heat protection back home, which helped him here too. Still, Yuu wonders if foam was truly enough, sharing his remaining doubts. He thinks about discovering a new power but knows exhaustion kept it hidden before. Yuu questions if recent events sparked this new surge of strength. As he recalls how his weapon felt alive, Yuu ponders its strange nature. Katya remarks on his abilities, but Yuu says his prep work played a big role. Clara notes that while food refills mana, it doesn't expand it. Growing mana reserves means pushing beyond what the body can already handle. Yuu learns that real growth comes from challenging those limits. Clara confirms mana doesn't expand just by eating, which surprises Yuu. Yuu realizes his ability to grow mana is a bigger deal than he thought. He reflects on how eating enhances his strength and skills. Yuu starts to see just how powerful his new skill could be. He's amazed at how fast his abilities are developing. Yuu acknowledges this outpaces anything he could do before. With smiles, Clara and Katya recognize his unusual powers. Yuu thanks them, even though he's unsure how to use his gifts fully. Katya thinks back on how Yuu fought during the dragon battle. Yuu explains that the fiery effect came from his sparks. Their mouths water as they look forward to enjoying their meal together. Gathered with friends, Yuu feels happy and grateful for the meal they share. In front of them, a perfectly cooked dragon steak awaits, tempting their taste buds. Yuu explains how he cooked it, revealing the secrets of the simple but tasty dish. Though a bit nervous, Yuu starts cutting into the dragon steak. His knife slices through with ease, surprising him with each effortless cut. Yuu is amazed at its tenderness, noticing how the steak's texture is just right. Clara and Katya can't wait, eager to dive into the delicious-looking meal. Cheerfully, Yuu offers a blessing before they dig in. Their first bites surprise them all, as the flavor bursts forth. Savoring each mouthful, Clara and Katya talk about how the herbs really bring out the taste. Even without a sauce, Yuu thinks about how the seasoning hits the spot. They all agree it's a meal unlike any they've had before, truly extraordinary. Looking at their makeshift forks, Yuu wonders how better utensils could enhance the meal. Katya reflects on how close they came to disaster, now enjoying an unexpected feast instead. Inspired by the meal, Yuu dreams of more food adventures. Clara and Katya listen intently, their faces lighting up with curiosity and surprise. She smiles, catching Yuu's enthusiasm. Katya gets Yuu's focus, ready to ask him something important. Clara asks for more, and Yuu eagerly tells them to enjoy it as the journey to her village is on the horizon. The group spots something in the distance, and their voices spark with excitement and urgency. As they walk closer, a village comes into view, filling Yuu with hope. Seeing the village ahead eases their worries, like survival isn't the only thing they need to think about. Yet, Yuu wonders aloud if Clara's real challenges are just starting as they return to the world. With resolve, they brace themselves for the village and whatever awaits. Right away, an older man approaches Clara, calling up past warnings with a stern look. The villagers rush out with mixed reactions, some worried, but all relieved to see Clara. Yuu and Katya are noticed too, and the villagers' curiosity shifts to the newcomers. Clara's parents, Rosie and Rosita, come forward, grateful for Yuu and Katya's help. Feeling overwhelmed, Yuu waves off their gratitude, saying Clara was the one who really inspired him. Reflecting, Yuu admits he's weathered some harsh words on the journey. Though scolded, Clara feels relief flood in, happy to be home. Clara shares how daunting the mountains were, her resolve tested when she faced them alone. During dark, eerie nights, Yuu's food gave her the courage she needed. The meals were unfamiliar but comforting, bringing warmth when she needed it most. Katya chimes in with thanks, knowing that without Yuu's help, Clara might not have made it back. Both friends heap praise on Yuu's strength, but it leaves him blushing from the attention. Turning to what's next, Katya plans to report the recent dragon attack. Thoughtfully, Katya and Clara listen as Yuu shares his unsure future plans. Yu admits to not having a home, feeling a pull to face the challenges of the Badlands. With curiosity brimming, Yu mentions rumors of strong monsters in the Badlands catching his interest. Reflecting, Yu dreams of finding new ingredients for unique dishes, driven despite his so-so skills. Fired up, Yu declares his mission to explore the world's flavors and cook like never before. Katya, though uneasy about the Badlands, wholeheartedly supports Yu's newfound dream. Yu thanks Katya as she offers help, stressing they must be ready for whatever's ahead. Sharing a supportive glance, Katya and Clara silently agree to face anything the trail throws their way. Curious, Yu turns to Clara, asking about her own plans as she mulls it over. Clara hesitates, thinking about how hard staying connected might be with friends headed to the Badlands. She declares with determination that she wants to join Yu, promising to become stronger. Yu listens closely as Clara assures him she's thought long and hard about this decision. She reveals she wasn't actually born in the village, hinting that her silver hair holds a secret. Katya wonders if there's a link to the Mauru tribe, who are famous for their magical talents. Clara connects her unique hair and her healing skills to the tribe's magic heritage. Learning about the Mauru tribe known for healing magic catches Yu off guard. A king's mission caused the tribe's fall, but some, Clara believes, might have survived. Remembering her Badlands childhood, Clara feels torn between her past and the future. She dreams of finding belonging somewhere new, eager to explore beyond what she knows. With her heart set on adventure, Clara wants to discover herself alongside Yu. Driven to explore, she pleads sincerely with Yu for the chance to join him. Clara opens up about her origins to Yu, unsure if she should tell her adoptive family just yet. Considering the risks, Yu agrees to let Clara come if she gets her family's blessing. Overjoyed, Clara hugs Yu tightly, grateful for the opportunity. Katya acknowledges their decision, welcoming the new path ahead for Yu and Clara. Clara smiles brightly while Katya admits she gave a little push to make it happen. Yu tells Clara to rest and talk things over with her parents before they set out. Katya mentions she'll head to Moiris early to get things ready when they arrive. The group stands together, firm in their readiness for the adventure to come. They affirm their promise with a collective fist bump of solidarity. The trio exchanges a confident look, feeling strengthened by their unity. Beneath a star-filled sky, they begin their journey to Moiris and further adventures. Please support the official release.